Hey everyone, Lorna here. This is just a little video about times that the Most High God has stepped in. So the first, there's been many, it's funny. The first one was I was doing disability support work at the time, and I had a epileptic autistic client, and I picked him up one day, and I'd been going to this particular client for years, so nothing of this sort had ever happened. Was very familiar with his little dog. This one particular day, it's a boiling hot day, and I got the client into the car, and next thing the dog runs out the gate and runs in under my car, and I'm tempting the dog out, come on, out you come, go get back in. And she was right in underneath, so I couldn't even grab her. And I'm concerned because my client had a tendency to have seizures when it was hot, and because he was autistic with an intellectual disability as well, I couldn't close him in the car and put the aircon on, because he would likely have put it into gear or whatever. So yeah, it was anyway, 10 minutes this went on for. This dog would not come out from underneath, and I was so frustrated. But eventually she just sauntered out and went back in the gate, and I was like, bad dog, and locked the gate, and off I went, just grateful that he hadn't had a seizure in that time. And gets to the end of the road, and there was a 3-car pile up. So I was so grateful to that, to that little dog, and I was like, I'm sorry, God, I know you guys have always got my back, my spirit team and Most High. And anyway, I did, I was very grateful when I brought him back home that afternoon after his outing, and made sure that I apologised to his little dog, and told her how grateful I was as well. But yeah, so that's just one. Another time I was doing cleaning at the time, and I just finished cleaning this house, and it was absolutely spotless, white kitchen, and the woman who I cleaned for, her mother came home. She was visiting with her, and she came home to do with the bags of shopping, 2 bags of shopping, and just left them on the bench and wandered off to do something else. And because I am a bit meticulous when it comes to especially my work, and I couldn't just leave those bags there even though I'd finished. So I went in and started putting the groceries away, and as I was putting the some tins of tomatoes, etc., up into the cupboard, one of them just happened to slip out of my hand, and it cracked onto the kitchen bench, and split open, and tomatoes, it was crushed tomatoes, so tomatoes it was whole tomatoes, but in the juice, and so tomatoes and the red juice just went all over the kitchen, covered the benches, and the beautiful white shiny kitchen was now a red mess. And so I got to cleaning it, but as I did that, I realised that the reason why that tin had split open like that was because it had mouldy tomatoes. Everything was mouldy in it. And then I just had a vision of this woman chatting, her and her daughter, and she's tipping the tomatoes, not seeing them, into whatever it was she was cooking. So I believe that I probably saved them from botulism or whatever, I don't know, salmonella or whatever, some sort of poisoning. But there was a reason behind that, and that's happened lots and lots of times, of things like that have happened, and I've just gone, well, that was really bizarre. But I knew that there's a reason. I know that there's a reasoning behind it, but the reason I wasn't happy with at that time, because I had to re-clean that kitchen, But anyway, this is when God uses you, foot soldiers, like I said. Anyway, There's more. There's so many funny little times that I've been used by the Most High God. But yeah, that's it for today. Anyway, God bless you.